Deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA, is a molecule that contains the instructions an organism needs to develop, live, and reproduce. These instructions are found inside every cell and are passed down from parents to their children.
DNA is made up of molecules called nucleotides. Each nucleotide contains a phosphate group, a sugar group, and a nitrogen base. The four types of nitrogen bases are adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. The order of these bases is what determines DNA's instructions, or genetic code. Similar to the way the order of letters in the alphabet can be used to form a word, the order of nitrogen bases in a DNA sequence forms genes, which in the language of the cell tells cells how to make proteins. Another type of nucleic acid, ribonucleic acid or RNA, transmits genetic information from DNA into proteins.
Moreover, the entire human genome contains about 3 billion bases and about 20,000 genes. Nucleotides are attached together to form two long strands that spiral to create a structure called double helix. If you think of the double helix structure as a ladder, the phosphate and the sugar molecules would be the sides, while the bases would be the rungs. The bases on one strand pair with the bases on other strand. Adenine pairs with thymine, and guanine pairs with cytosine. DNA molecules are extremely long, so long, in fact, that they can't fit into cells without the right packaging. To fit inside cells, DNA is coiled tightly to form structures we call chromosomes. Each chromosome contains a single DNA molecule. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, which are found inside the cell's nucleus.
DNA fingerprinting is a test to identify and evaluate the genetic information called DNA in a person's cell. It is called a fingerprint because it is very unlikely that any two people would have exactly the same DNA information, in the same way that it is very unlikely that any two people would have exactly the same physical fingerprint. The test is used to determine whether a family relationship exists between two people, to identify organisms causing a disease, and to solve crimes.
Only a small sample of cells is needed for DNA fingerprinting. A drop of blood or the root of a hair contains enough DNA for testing. Semen, hair, or skin scrapings are often used in criminal investigations.
A person who has DNA fingerprinting done voluntarily usually provides a sample of blood taken from a vein. DNA testing also can be done on cells obtained by a simple mouthwash or a swab of the cheeks inside the mouth. These methods aren't although recommended.
DNA fingerprinting is done to find out who a person's parents or siblings are. This test also may be used to identify the parents of babies who were switched at birth.
It can also be used to solve crimes, such as in forensic science, and blood, semen, skin, or other tissue left at the scene of a crime can be analyzed to help prove whether the suspect was or was not present at the crime scene.
Furthermore, it is used to identify a body. This is useful if the body is badly decomposed or if only body parts are available, such as following a natural disaster